G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the Fanstoys Thomas, aka Astrotrain. And I won't lie, I've tried filming this before, I ended up with 3 videos and I wasn't happy about it. So we'll try this again. We're going to go from robot mode to shuttle mode to train mode, because honestly getting to shuttle mode I feel is harder. But for the most part, once you've got it into shuttle mode, it does make it a lot easier to get into train mode. So first things first, let's do a little size comparison. Here he is with DX9 Gavolt, how you want to pronounce it. Their Blitzwing, and yes, I know that Fanstoys is eventually going to do their own Blitzwing, which is taking forever and a day. But personally, I am more in love with DX9's Blitzwing than theirs. So there we go. For accessories, he comes with the instruction manual, he comes with a card, he comes with alternative face, which, yeah, that to me that doesn't scream Astrotrain, that screams Blitzwing. We have a train track, which will come in useful later, and we have his bow tie, so if you prefer a more G1 toy accurate, there we go. So we'll quickly go through the articulation, and hopefully it saves a little time later. As you can see, I've taken away the guns, and of course these Decepticon stickers are aftermarket. Also, if you get your figure and you don't see these, that's because they're tucked inside. I'll show you where. Anyway, head does a full 360, can look up that far, can look down that far, arms can go out that far, and my double jointed elbow doesn't want to move. He has bicep rotation, as I said, he has double jointed elbow, which gets you that far. He has wrist rotation, all the fingers have pins, the thumb has a ball joint. He has a ratcheted waist rotation. He hasn't got a waist bend. I had to think for a minute there. You can pull out these here. Just get the arm out of the way. Leg can go out that far, can go forward that far. And if you pull this back a little bit, which they should be folded in, it can only go that far. You have hip, squeaky hip rotation, single jointed knee, which gets you that far, a very tight ankle tilt, which gets you that far, and no toe or heel bend. Also, the arms can do a full 360, but the wings are in the way. So let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Let's get this guy into shuttle mode, and hopefully this works. So first things you're going to do is you're going to make sure your hands are all balled up. You're going to reach in here. This one on mine is easier, the other one is harder, although now this one is playing fiddly for me. You want to really, also suggestion, you might want to, I think it's because my wrist is moved, that's why. Really? You want to do this to me? Alright, we'll try this side. One of them works better. Alright, so there we go. That folds down, that folds over, that folds back, and you rotate this inwards, fold that back in place, and then this just comes up and sits like that. So one hand. Alright, now we will do the back. You want to untab the back here. It just plugs in where the booster is here. And just sort of pull that out as far as it'll go. Whoops, and the heads come with it. I think I need a cloth or something on here. So this will fold out. If it hasn't already done it, the head will come out. You're going to rotate these in most of the way. You're going to flip the head around, flip these pieces up, there's one there on both sides, and lay that back. Right, then what we're going to do is we're going to lift the arms up, above, and we'll just bend the shoulders for now, just to give us a little bit of clearance. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull back. Do I need to pull back? Nope, I don't need to pull back. Alright, we're going to flip this up just to get it out of the way. And we're going to bring these pieces down to here. Now, they can be a little fiddly. You're going to pull them both out and it'll display some nice little details. And you want to make it so this piece goes into here and this sort of sits under it. And what you want to basically do is just try to get it underneath the piece first and then try to push it in with the best of your ability. Come on, get that under there and just sort of, come on. I got one side in. I probably just got a little bit. Come on. This one does cause me trouble. I've got one side in. There we go. I didn't fumble it back far enough. So there we go. That gets us that. Now, one step that I will point out, that if you want to go from shuttle, and I'll do this just to make it easier, you want to pull out, whoops, didn't see any of that. I'm going to pull this out on both sides, twist it around and follow. Now that's more for train mode, so that's just going to help me. Okay, so I've done that on both sides. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate these around so that the openings at the thing, we can just slide the wings down to get them out of the way. You're going to fold these around, and same here. You're going to slide them forwards just for a bit of clearance. And then this should go in. Actually, I might just move those arms back out again. I knew I was gonna end up just redoing some steps again, because you want this to go into there and that has to push forward. So if that won't go all the way in, it's because of those shoulder pieces. So then we'll turn that back around and we're going to get all this and put it through here with some slight difficulty. And then we'll go there and come over. There we go. All right, then we can tab these together like so and just flatten out. Now the instruction says do this first, do this first, I promise you. There is tabs under here, there's tabs in here. Try to get them in place first. It can be fiddly, and I just dislodged his head. Get back up there. It's sort of fiddly, but trust me, it is a lot easier to do the rest if that's in the right place. So just sort of push without dislodging the head, and it should be just flat enough like here. So there we go. Flatten these arms back down again and get them back tabbed in again. So we're going to fold these up. There's tabs in here, which will go into here. That'll tab into there, nice and tight. Hopefully I've got the thruster in the right spot, and then you can fold this back till it meets and you get a tail. So progress going well. For the most part, can't see any of that. For the most part, the wings are right. Now is where the next lot of hard parts come. Also, while I'm thinking of it, fold these out, spin them around. I do have a chip on one of these, and that's just going to make the shuttle look more right. There we go. All right, the legs. I almost forgot a step again. I did this last time. Flip this up. There is a button under here. If you can get to it, it's just a middle button. Let's see if I can get this, more of this out of the way. There we go. This button here, press that. It will disable the legs, so they will fold. Sorry about that. Hit this, that'll pull the legs out. So we'll just flatten that down for the moment, just to keep us some clearance. All right. Next complicated part, you're going to pull down this piece and you're going to push it forward. You're then going to lock it back in place. You're then going to pull this out and up like so, and then you're going to fold this down without the heel moving. You're going to extend the shuttle head so it sits like so, and you can then fold that back. And now, slightly hard part, you're going to bend at this hinge down here so it compresses combiner style, which can be a little difficult, but when it's flat enough, you'll be right. That hip just wanted to move on me. So then what you can do, and it is easy sometimes if you pull these out, you're going to fold this down, bring it back in so it locks in and leave the head for the time being. And that is one side done. Back in a sec. And providing everything's where it is, you can tab these together and you can always just give them a bit of a push to get the back end in place. So also tab these together underneath like so. Also, you're going to need a tool to get them done, and that one just decide untab with me. Come on. Squeeze. Now, you can lower the nose. I tend to. I've found it's just easier. So that's going to come down. This tab is going to go in here. So if you see a gap, you just need to sort of give it a push. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, so get that back where it's supposed to go. This is where, once again, it does get a little complicated. I'll try my best. So that's going to come out. And there's two sliders. There's one actually in the mechanism itself and one here. Now, you want to fold this underneath so it gets out of the way. Keep this piece here folded. And you want to flatten it out and push forward so it goes a little bit over the tracks. And just got to find that second slider. Because there's two in there, but for the love of God, I half the time can't find it. There you go. So I've got it, and so this is sort of sitting this way. Then what you're going to do is, I haven't done already. No. There we go. You're gonna pull the wing back just a pull the wing back just a little bit, so you get a bit more clearance. And then this will fold under. Keep this here. You'll also probably be fighting with this a little bit. So this will come down. All right, so I don't think I have that. No, I don't have that far enough forward. So there's, so as you can see, pin here, pin here. So I don't think I have that as far forward. No, I've got it as far forward as I can get it. It's just going to be awkward, that's all. So that should, no, I do. I don't have that far enough forward. 1 second. I know why I'm not getting clearance, because the wing's not pushed far enough back. Fold that down and try to get this under, which is easier said than done. I still don't think that's far enough forward, because that's clipping there, because that's got to sit on the underside. Hang on. Okay, so just for verification, and I will admit that it scares the shit out of me, you basically want this tip almost all the way down to there and push the wing back. And actually this is probably what's part of my problem. Tab the wing into the back so you know it's not going to move. Fold that in. This will go under here like so, and voila, so we're almost done. So what we can do then is flip this piece down just to fill in the wing. This comes up and tabs in to lock the wing in place. So your wing will look like that. So back in a second. Okay, so there's our second wing. Oops, I forgot to pull this piece out like so. Now, if you find that this is hard tabbing in, chances are it's one of the metal casters for the train mode getting in the way. So next, let's see if I can do this without popping it off. You want to untab these. This has popped off a lot on me. And you're going to sort of want it in just a way so that it will fit in there, just to give you a little bit more clearance. That should tab back in there. Come on. Come on, you just come out of there. How are you not tabbing back in? There. That in there. And just tab that into there. And that locks all that into place. And then we can fold out the wheel. And providing everything's where it's supposed to be, that wing has untabbed a little bit. There is Astrotrain, oh, for God's sake, in his shuttle mode. Get in there. So there we go, him in shuttle mode. And I haven't got much time left, so I'll quickly show you this. You fold it here, you fold it here, you flip this up here, you push out of here. And you flip up, where are you? Oh, here it is, over here. Flip this out, put that in the holes, flip that down, and you can plug that on top, which is probably not going to be very secure at this point. Right there. And there he is, all shuttle-like. And of course, quickly before I have to stop, there he is with Windblade. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Leave me a maybe subscribe, ring the bell, maybe even leave me a comment. So hopefully this will be easier in the next video, but I'll catch you later.